Caitlin is the most popular WNBA player, but she's not the best at this time. Just like Larry and I were not the best when we entered the league. We became the best later on by our play. Caitlin still has to play great to become the best WNBA player.
I'm on one side working out, Caitlin Clark on the other side.
Really?
I look at myself, there you go, two legends, Patty.
Did you say what's up?
You know I say what's up, but I'm not the type to say what's up to interrupt your workout because I don't like people to interrupt mine. She can shoot the shit out of it.
And the WNBA assist leader this past year.
She can shoot the shit out the ball.
I've stayed quiet, but I've had enough.
Caitlin Clark isn't just making waves, she's flipping the script on the sport with highlight reel plays and fearless swagger. She's become must-watch TV. Fans can't look away. Analysts are scrambling to keep up. And even legends from the NBA are watching closely. This isn't the usual rookie rise. Caitlin is shattering expectations and stacking up record-breaking numbers that demand attention. Her game is fast, fierce, and unlike anything women's basketball has seen before. But the spotlight brings pressure. Doubters have started to chirp, and criticism isn't in short supply. The noise around her is loud and not always kind. That's when two giants of the game, Michael Jordan and Larry Bird, stepped forward. Their comments on Caitlin Clark, they've sent shockwaves through the entire basketball world. She's not just making headlines, she's powering a whole new era in the game.
I've stayed quiet, but I've had enough. Caitlin Clark came into the WNBA and got treated badly just because she's white. She dominated because she earned it. Attacking someone for their skin color ain't right, no matter who it is.
The viral video is real. Larry Bird didn't just speak, he struck a nerve. Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA with undeniable talent and a surge of fanfare. But instead of universal praise, the spotlight turned ugly for some, shifting from her skills to the color of her skin. That's not competition, that's a distraction from what truly counts, performance. And let's be clear, Caitlin's got game, the kind that turns heads, shifts momentum, and earns respect on any court. Reports suggest Bird had enough. He called out the double standards and reminded everyone what basketball has always been about, talent, not appearance. But he didn't stop there. He had more to say later, and trust me, it's something you'll want to hear. Verified or not, the message rings true. The real story isn't controversy, it's Caitlin's craft. And that's what should be front and center. Caitlin Clark hasn't just stepped into the spotlight. She's owned it. Her game does all the talking. No fluff, no gimmicks, just pure talent. Now, another icon has entered the conversation. Michael Jordan. MJ's message cuts through the noise. WNBA owes Caitlin Clark big time. He sees the massive impact she's made, from skyrocketing viewership to energizing a new generation of fans. And in his eyes, the league needs to step up and give her the respect she's more than earned. But Jordan didn't just stop at applause. He took aim at something deeper. He slammed the officiating, calling it flat out unfair. The way games have been called around Caitlin, unacceptable. And Jordan says it needs fixing now. When the greatest to ever play the game speaks, it echoes across the sport. His message, Caitlin Clark isn't just a rising star. She's a transformational force. And it's time the league treats her that way. And guess who else is paying attention? Allen Iverson, a legend known for shaking the foundations of the NBA. Iverson sees a kindred spirit in Clark Boge took the college world by storm. Both entered the pros with pressure and expectations stacked high, and both relied on heart, not just muscle fearless, flashy, unshakably skilled. Iverson changed the NBA with one crossover, a single move that froze defenders and redefined what it meant to be a guard. It was street, it was swagger, it was his signature. Now, Caitlin is rewriting the rules in her own way. Her deep three-point range, high-tempo style, and sharp basketball IQ are inspiring young girls everywhere to play without limits. She's not just playing the game, she's evolving it. And Iverson sees the spark. In a recent interview, he praised her composure, her mindset, and her ability to shift the entire court. To him, she's a game changer in every sense. So from MJ to AI, the message is loud and clear. Caitlin Clark isn't the future. She's the now, and the world's watching her build a legacy in real time.
Man, shoot the blood out of the ball. You know what I mean? I never seen anything like it. You know what I mean? And then just how aggressive she is, you know, and not just scoring the basketball, getting her teammates involved as well. I think she's so great for the game. You know what I mean? It was a pleasure watching her, and I just think down the road, she's going to only get better.
Allen Iverson knows what it means to carry a team and when he watches Caitlin Clark. He sees the same fire. Back in his prime, Iverson was the engine of the Philadelphia 76ers, scoring in bunches, leading with grit and willing his team to compete every night. Today, Caitlin Clark is doing something strikingly similar with the Indiana Fever. Her relentless drive, fearless shot-making, and take-charge mentality have earned Iverson's respect. To him, it's that killer instinct that separates good players from true leaders. But Iverson didn't stop at praise for her scoring. He highlighted something even more important: Clark's elite playmaking. Despite being the youngest on the roster, she's already setting the tone for her teammates with smart passes, quick reads, and a selfless style that elevates everyone around her. That's what sets floor raisers apart. Players like Iverson and Clark don't just shine. Individually, they lift the level of the entire team through IQ, vision, and leadership. Iverson once dragged a struggling Sixers squad all the way to the NBA Finals powered by heart, hustle, and historic performances. And he sees that same potential in Clark with the right experience and support. He believes she can be the kind of leader who turns a team into a contender. Now, the focus turns to the Indiana Fever. Because at this point, the question isn't whether Caitlin Clark is ready, it's whether the franchise can build a championship-caliber team around her. With the right support, Caitlin Clark's ceiling isn't just high, it's limitless, of his own rise in her journey. But it's not just Iverson paying attention. Shaquille O'Neal, one of the most dominant forces in basketball history, is also giving Caitlin her flowers. Shaq, known for overpowering defenders and controlling the paint like few ever could, has always respected greatness in every form. He's publicly praised Steph Curry for revolutionizing the NBA with skill over size, and now he's extending that same admiration to Caitlin Clark. In a recent episode of Unapologetically Angel, hosted by Angel Reese, Shaq spoke candidly about Clark's growing impact. He pointed out that, much like Curry changed the NBA, Caitlin is transforming the WNBA not with brute force, but with deep shooting, elite IQ, and next-level precision. Shaq said it best: true dominance isn't about size, it's about shifting the game. And in his eyes, Caitlin Clark is doing exactly that. She's not just making noise, she's rewriting what dominance looks like and pushing women's basketball into a bold new era.
Why do you think people love Caitlin Clark besides her skills?
She can shoot threes from logo.
We never seen that before. That's my point. Steph Curry, a little kid. Like Steph Curry, I love, you know why I love Steph Curry? Because I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. I've seen it a little bit in Mahmoud Abdul-Roh, but I've never seen a guy consistently come down. And if you look at, like, if you saw Steph on the street, he ain't got the LeBron muscles. He's not 6'9", he's 6'10". He look like a perfect, normally office guy. Yeah. He's doing stuff that people never seen before. She's doing stuff we've never seen before. Never seen nobody do that on a consistent basis.
Caitlin Clark's influence on the WNBA is undeniable, and her impact is resonating with basketball legends. Shaquille O'Neal, known for his dominance in the paint, has recognized Clark's transformative effect on the game. He highlighted that true dominance isn't solely about physical prowess, but also about skill and basketball IQ, drawing parallels between Clark and Steph Curry. Shaq emphasized how Clark's deep shooting range and dynamic play are reshaping the WNBA, attracting new fans and energizing the league. Even Angel Reese, Clark's on-court rival, acknowledged her unique talent. In a lighthearted comment, Reese remarked, "She can shoot threes from the logo," underscoring the exceptional precision and confidence required for such shots. Charles Barkley has also come to Clark's defense. Addressing the criticism she's faced, he called out the petty nature of some detractors, urging them to appreciate Clark's contributions to the sport. Barkley emphasized that Clark's presence has brought increased visibility and financial benefits to the WNBA, including private charters and heightened media attention. As Clark continues to elevate the game with her performance and poise, it's clear that her influence extends beyond the court. With endorsements from legends like O'Neal and Barkley, she's not just participating in the league, she's helping to redefine it.
And the thing I love about her, she never says a word. And now, when I watch her, two things I like. She's playing much faster.
Yeah.
Much faster. She was playing too slow the first half of the season.
I think she was tired. I think she was banged up from the college season.
They didn't even give her the understanding, like, you girls been ready for the WNBA season. Y'all been working out on the nose. She came straight out of college.
Caitlin Clark is thriving, and it's no accident. From the moment she entered the WNBA, the spotlight's been intense. Fans, franchises, and critics all had expectations. And Clark hasn't just lived up to them, she's blown them away. She's taken her share of hard fouls on the floor, and in the media end, responded with grit, resilience, and unshakable focus. And the most impressive part, she's still leveling up. Game after game, she's improving, refining her play, reading the court faster, and adjusting to the pace of the pros. Because make no mistake, the WNBA isn't just a tougher league, an entirely different battleground. The physicality, the speed, the grind it wears on even the most seasoned players. And for Caitlin, who's targeted every night, the challenge is multiplied. But she's handling it like a vet. Those early whispers that she was to finesse or just a shooter, silenced. She's absorbing contact, bouncing back, and proving she can play through the hit sand, still light it up from anywhere. On the court, then there's the rivalry. Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese has become the WNBA's marquee matchup. Their contrasting styles, fiery competition, and undeniable talent have fans hooked. It's more than just a battle between two stars. It's the spark the league has been waiting for. This moment feels familiar. Flash back to the 1970s, when the NBA struggled to draw viewers' games aired on tape delay, and interest was fading. That changed when Magic Johnson and Larry Bird burst onto the scene. Their rivalry didn't just entertain, reshaped the league. Now, with Clark and Reese leading the charge, the WNBA may be entering its own golden era. A new rivalry, a rising league, and a generation ready to witness history. In 1979, two names changed basketball forever: Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Their NCAA title clash was must-see TV on when they entered the NBA. They didn't just play the game, they revived it. Their rivalry lit a fire under a struggling league and ushered in a new golden era for basketball. Now, decades later, history might be repeating itself, this time in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese, two generational stars.